Hey guys, welcome back to Hey Diabetics with Craft. I'm Isabel, and it's been a minute. It's probably been exactly or close to a month. And as I was planning on doing this video, I kept pulling projects out and projects that I've worked on in the last month, and I've literally almost worked on all my WIPs. So, since I'm practically going to show you almost all my WIPs anyway, and I've been really into watching WIP parades, I figured, why not do a WIP parade? I wanted to do one a couple months ago, but I just kept putting it off and putting it off. And so here we are a month later, and I literally work on all my projects. I wanted to do it weekly, and then things happen, life happens. So yeah, I have got some haul, some of it's some projects, I'm sure. I can show you a couple needle minders I have. I got this one, and this one's Christmas. These ones I got from Vicky Stitch and Button on Facebook, and then these are gonna be hard. Got a couple M&Ms because they were cute. A hot pink one. And a blue one. And then I have some other needle minders already on projects. I know. Life happened. I just wanted to use them when I got them. So I did. It's whatever. Okay. So I showed you a little bit of haul. Got a couple of needle minders. I've actually got like 3 or 4 more from her, but they're on projects. With the Crazy Domino Effect and Semi-Saned, which is the closed group, I've been touching a lot of my new starts for Hades this year, which is nice, but it kind of racks up. But before I get into all this, like all my projects, I'll show you one that is not a WIP anymore. So I have a finish. And I don't remember when I finished this. Well, I think I finished it last weekend because it was solid stitches and I was hanging out with my husband and whatnot. But this is Tribal Pumpkin by White Willow Stitching. And this is very fun. Very fun. And I even added my like signature, which sometimes when I finish a piece I forget, but as of late I've been remembering. Maybe I'll go back and put a finishing date on the other ones I finished this year, or not, because you know, throw caution to the wind, right? So that was my finish, some of my haul. There's not going to be a rhyme or a reason or any sense. Oh, hey, I found another needle minder that fell. Awesome. Okay, great. I'm just going to grab stuff. We're just going to grab stuff and go. I have decided, I haven't completely decided yet, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about doing No New Starts 2021 in the Facebook group. This is one I've done. I finished January, February, March. I'm working on April. And then I have December done as well. And then I started this one. So with the no new starts, like pieces like this, if you have it on one piece, like one piece of fabric, that's fine. But if it's in separate sheets, and originally I had it in one piece, but I was tired of dealing with the massive fabric, so I cut it up. So if I want to use all of these for the no new starts, I'm gonna have to start the other ones I don't have started and put 200 stitches in. But we'll see if I want to use this, but I can at least have this one in there, right? So yeah, this is April. I changed the colors. I'm usually changing colors. Yeah, I like my colors I chose. The hard part about this is I kit them up as I go, because I don't use a whole lot of the called fors, and I make my own colors, and so it makes it a little bit harder to wanna kit them all up. Maybe I'll find like a floss card and just use all the same colors or similar colors. But yeah, that's the one I have started. The other ones I finished. I would show you, but we're gonna be here for a minute, so we're gonna be here for a minute, and I'll let you know if I worked on it recently or not. This one is Chip. It's an Etsy design. I think it's from Dotson Shop or something like that. I restarted this. I originally had it on 16 count. I didn't like the stitches. I didn't like how big it was going to be. So I started on 28 count, and then I'm doing it 1/1. Because why not? On Bramble from Picture This House. So that is where I'm at. On Chip. It's a really good start for a restart. This next one is Miss Christmas Eve. I'm doing it on Fabric Flare fabric. Falling Snow. I did her skin 1/1. I think this is 32. Yeah, it's 32 because it's even weight. And that is where I'm at. I have not worked on this one recently. Not since the last time I saw you guys. Yeah, I tend to shove like not shove, but put a lot of my smaller projects that I can fit like 2 or 3 projects in a project bag, then I will, because then it saves on space. So I will typically keep like all my small projects together, have 1 or 2 projects all stick together. This next one is until we meet again, like London Place. If you hear that, that's my cat playing with my bag, because typically my cart is filled up with my projects, and since they're all out here, she's now in the cart playing with my stuff. So that is that. No. Changing a couple, like the words I'm changing because the fabric I have it on, it wasn't working. The dark colors, it was just getting lost. And so I changed some of the colors. And here I'm at so far. Oh, wonderful. So that is where I'm at with that one. I have not worked on this one recently. There are a couple projects I do want to hopefully start before the new year. I guess that needs to go. I'm disorganized. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll just do a normal Flosstube because, yeah, and then I started bringing out projects I've worked on in the last month, and it's really close to all of them. This one I have worked on since the last time you saw it. I believe this was a long dog crossword. I'm doing it in our wedding colors, so like a blue, a silver, and like a white on 28 count. Picture This Plus in Spice, and I'm doing it 1/1 on the 28. And this is actually what called to be my travel piece, so this will get some love next week. So I'm loving it. I thought doing it 1/1 you weren't going to be able to notice the detail or the design, but you can clearly see it. It's just smaller. So hopefully I will get some more progress done on that. Usually I can get a good 500-600 stitches done. Bringing it to work and working on breaks and lunches, and sometimes if I feel like working on it after, like when I get home, I'll do that, or if I don't feel like working on anything else but that's still calling to me when I get home, then I'll work on it. This was my travel piece for this week, and I was planning on getting it half done. I had gotten all the colors, but I was missing one, but realized I had originally stole the color I was missing from another project, which was the Nativity, and then I realized that, and by the time I got done working in the section, I was done. So I'm hopefully when this comes out again, I will get the project half done for release this year. But this is the Oregon Trail. I did change the colors to what they were kind of close to being because I wanted to start this one, but I didn't have all the call for, so I found like colors that were close-ish to them and did it that way. But I did get all the words in the States done, like all the backstitch words. Maybe. And I got the buffalo and all the cross stitches, non-words in the banner done. So I still have the words in the banner to do for cross stitching. But I've done, this is hard. I did this little section here. I had started this, so I had finished the rest of this canyon mountain, backstitched it. What else did I do? I did these 3 buffalo, or these 4. They still need backstitched. But then, figure out how to fold this. Then I just did like these words here that needed backstitched here. So yeah, I did a lot of backstitch in the States, did some more in the banner, finished this canyon. So there's the compass. Compass needs to go here, finishing up the words, and then the backstitch, and then it's half done. And then I can then focus on like the motifs. Like this is supposed to be like a teepee, and there's Indians on horses, and then it's just like the bottom part with the wagons and whatnot. So then I would have this one here, the back stitching, and then all this. So yeah, this, yeah. So I'm getting closer. I think now that I've finished like the annoying but necessary middle part with the words and the back stitching of the States and whatnot, that if I could fit this in a prompt, I'm more likely to than before, because I didn't want to, like, it's like 1/1 back stitching, very small, time consuming. So it was very good to like do it for like 30 minutes a day or more for work. It was very easy to pull that out and work on it and get an hour done or whatnot and make quite a bit of progress. I do have a new start. It's on the same fabric I did my Haycon badge, but it is a freebie if you're in the School of Magical Stitches this year. It was a design Bendy Stitchy did. It's the Evil Queen freebie. It's not black and white. I printed it on a black and white printer, but it's like a green red apple with green and all the things. But I got a little 200 stitches in, so I can count it for next year. I just did the one color of 907 and my glow-in-the-dark needle minder that I got from Hade. And this is on Sandcastle Jobelin. It just calls for a small piece, and I was planning on doing it on that fabric anyway. Oh, hello. I found a necklace. On my needle minder. I actually got this necklace on vacation, so it's like a mermaid, and it was one of those like freshwater pearls that you crack open the shell and then like you find like the pearl. It's kind of cool. It'd be cool to turn that into like a needle minder, not a needle minder, but like a scissor fob or whatnot. And then this one is Aristocats, the silhouettes of the Aristocats. And so I have Marie done, and then this guy, and then I still gotta fill, I did the outline of him because then I could just do fill in easy, and that way I've done it all and I don't have to like think and figure out how I'm gonna do that. And then I have her other brother over here, the one with the red bow tie. And I'm gonna point something out to you, and you probably knew this. I didn't realize it until my niece said something when I brought it over there. A blonde moment, I tell you. When I was stitching this, I'm like, oh, she has like a weird looking ear, but okay. And then my niece said, that's her tail. I was like, really? I thought that was her ear. And then I looked at it, I was like, nope, that's her tail. So all this time, I thought this was her ear. No, it's part of her tail. Way to go, me. So silly. But this one's on hand-painted blueberry Lugana, and it's actually like this like purplish green. It actually reminds me of a couple of the scenes at the very end when they're playing the music. And I thought it was perfect. Like, I just picked the fabric because I'm like, oh, it'll work, it fits. But then realizing after like I watched it that it was perfect. It was the perfect, the music and yeah, it was just perfect because it fit. It fit more ways than one. I know we're 20 minutes in. I decided to, let's show you this other one. This one has both my Autumn Lane designs. You say both, but don't you just have the one? Yeah, I started another one. So this first one is Curious Mermaid by Autumn Lane's Designs. I'm doing all the called for except for one. I'm substituting for the color that's like the next door neighbor of it. I want to say this is where I've gotten first time on linen. Well, that is where I'm at. I started the border. Oh my gosh, this is, I don't know how people can deal with it. It's so floppy. But yeah, I got that done, worked on that. This is good for like solid blocks of stitching for right now. So that's what it'll look like for that piece. And then I have this other side I can use something else for. But yeah, Curious Mermaid. So I started this and I really loved the Autumn Lane's design stitchery. So I decided, I heard they had a sale and I saw the preview and I'm like, yes, please. So I signed up for all the things. This is black and white, but the fish are, you've probably seen them. They're so darn tootin', scootin' cute. I have the call for fabric. It's on Lugana. I have all the threads. I got all my beads. Like the pretties. All the pretties. If you hear my husband's TV, I'm sorry. I needed to get this video done. The beads. Mine came with a duck. I'm so excited. It's a cute little like felt that she put a beading needle on, and it's like adorable. And so I have 1.5 fish done. I still got I'm probably more than halfway done with the second fish. I think I've got like 2 or 3 colors left to do, and then I have the third fish. And I've kind of figured out the names I want to name them, because that's been a thing. Everybody's been naming their fish. So I got the sparkly fabric, I got the needle minders, I got all the things. So I'll show you fish and then I'll show you the fabric overall. So yeah, you can see that that's a fish. And you can clearly tell this is like sparkly. And so that is my fabric. It's like greener at the bottom and like pinker at the top, which I kind of like. I know the names of the fish, I just can't remember at the top of my head. But I'll tell you next time I work on it. And I could have had the fish done by now, but I kind of wanted it to spread it out through the month, so I didn't finish and be like, okay, what's the next one? But they're not small fish. They're quite large. I think the first fish is like 450, 500 stitches, and I would guess the second and third fish are roughly or close to it. So, I mean, they look small, but they're a big fish, and they're so cute. And that releases on the 1st of every month. And this is my first official mystery sal. I've been in like sals, but like I had the project or something like that. Wow. We are like 26 minutes in, and I have a lot to still go over with you. Ay. And I'm planning on starting a lot more. So the end of the year will be fun. This one I did put some progress in. I was gonna do the 1,000 stitches every week, and then the crazy domino happened, so that kind of went out the window this month. But I will try and make that a focus next month. But I did get quote, I don't know what you saw last time, but that's where it is. And Glenna pointed this out. I thought this was part of the dragon, and she's like, that might actually be the fire that the dragon's blowing. And I was like, you might actually be right. I thought it was just part of the dragon, but no, that's the fire. The fire. Yeah. Lots of me moments. Yeah. So that is another project. Is a WIP, and will be one of my main focuses next year, because I want to try and get it finished. Have another finished full coverage, and maybe I can do like a full coverage finish every year. We'll see. We'll see if that actually happens. I have a lot of like my full coverage I started this year just shoved in a bag. I was gonna have it like every 2, yada yada. Yeah, that didn't happen. Didn't happen. I'm pulling this out so you guys can see what the picture looks like, will look like. The first one on top is mini flame blade, and this was in the domino effect piece, so it's one I worked on. So that guy, I'm doing the black because it was just easy to do when there's a lot of it. So I think it was only like 200 stitches because it was the second one, but I mainly worked on like this over here and like maybe around, like I worked in this area. But this one I have worked on recently. Not a whole lot, but it was only like 200 stitches and then switch. Which makes it good on working on all the progress on all the pictures, but it in turn, not a whole lot gets done. This next one will actually be one I pull out this next week, and it's quick stitch tag-alongs. This is also in the Crazy Domino, but I don't think this is the last one, so this one won't get like 1,000 stitches when I get to it. But I spin a wheel of one that I take for travel and one that has all my full coverage, and that piece gets worked on for a homework prompt, a day, a couple hours, a couple hundred, like it gets worked on. And with Mania and stuff, I hadn't been doing it, and I really liked it because it let me touch my WIPs, all my full coverage, because I have so many WIPs, I want to be able to work on all of them. So I did this like wheel thing, and so I think this is what I got started, and then I had like a homework prompt or something. This one's also from Vicky Stitch and Button. It's not one recently, but one still nonetheless. Like, this is a quick stitch, so like this doesn't get any like bigger. Like, it's pretty small, but still quite a bit of stitching. So that I will pull that out and work on it, so you probably will see that next time as well. It might actually have more depending on if I can get my 1,000 stitches in before I see you guys next. So this next one is Mini Cliffhanger. I liked it because of the old books, and like I like this. I like the worn book looks, and she's reading, and I thought it would be fun to have this in like a library above my bookshelf one day. And I haven't touched it since I started it that one day, because I still have the 100 stitches in. But that will change because this is on the domino effect one. But this we'll get some more progress on it, hopefully. And then I have another one that will also get work done hopefully here soon. This one, I'm trying to find it. I know you're here. This is self-portrait. So when I started on my birthday month on the 29th, I think I started up here. I didn't get 100 stitches in quite because I didn't have all the colors to finish the full block, but I got pretty close. And I haven't, like, this is like a large piece. I'm doing this on 28 count. Yes, those stitches are stitched. They're like basically white or white. Because if you didn't see, there's like a lot of like this cloud looking stuff up here. But yeah, that is my meager start. So I will get some more stitches done in there because this is slotted for dominoes. And then my recent start that you guys haven't seen yet is the Stocking Treasure Dragon. I'm doing this one for my husband. I didn't get a whole lot the first day I started him, but I slotted it for Crazy Domino, and I actually finished the prompt yesterday on him. And so this one has gotten more progress on it before I like start the other one, the next one that I've done in a while. But I'm kind of like cross-countrying this because I don't have it kitted up. I have colors, I'm just pulling them and working on them. So I did some up here, and then I took the black, and there's a large section here of black that I just put in because I figured solid black was easy. And this is another new reminder I just got from Vic and Button Stitch and Button. It's like 3 or 4 colors, and but yeah, I'm doing this one for my husband. His stocking will stitch up a lot faster than mine. His has like 40,000 stitches, and mine has like 100,000 stitches. But yeah, I mean, he's gonna like it. I hope. We're getting there. We're kind of nearing the end. Oh, yeah. I'm just regretting life decisions. 2 projects. Oh, regretting life decisions. Whew. Luckily, at the end of the year, I have a couple days off, so it would be easy to do like a WIP Parade. This next one is Bootstrap Bessie. I started up here, and I have worked on this recently. Maybe I have showed you, I don't remember, but I did manage to get the first page finish. I started her in November last year, so she'll have a page finish on her before she turns a year. So this is the large page format, but it's a page nonetheless. But yeah, just it's got a lot of like solid blocks and 2 or 3 colors, so it was easy to like stitch up. And that's like the mountain in the background and the sky. I love this like pink that I'm working on. And I chose this needle minder because of the blues and the pinks. And sometimes there's a rhyme or a reason why I choose the needle minder I do. Sorry, itchy nose. And sometimes I just choose it because that's the one I want to use for that project. There's no rhyme or reason. This other one is 3 Fates, and I have not worked on this one in a while. Reminds me of me and my 3 sisters, or me and my other 2 friends. Like, there's dual meaning behind this one. Doing this on first time I ever decided to do a project on 28 count. And this has a lot of blue. A lot of blue in the section I'm working on. Like, that's basically it. A lot of blue. So, yeah. I have the 0 because it's like the 3 Fates are like they snap or snip, snap. Spooky, scary. Anyway. That is that project. We're doing good, I think. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. This one I have worked on. It was plotted to be one I work on that's fun. Lady Liberty. Just up in here. I started this on my birthday a couple years ago. And I try to have like a new birthday start every year. We're close to it. Like start it in a month or something. And so I think I just worked on that for a day or prompt. And so this here is new. This one also is going to be massive. But I like stitching and I like seeing the progress. So. One is fun, and this is the one I got the full kit, the fabric, the floss, from Heaven and Earth Designs. So. Yep, that is one. If not, I'm leaving it. This one. Nope. I don't know if I have the pattern in here. Oh, I do. This one is another long dog I'm working on. Is Virtue. The long dog. All the called for except for I'm adding a white for the back stitching because black doesn't show up on black because I'm insane and I decided to do it on black, and I'm loving this. Look at those colors, they're popping. Oh, looking at this just makes me want to pull it out and work on it again. But wow, those are looking so good. Yep, that's looking so good. So, it's another one. So this is all the way done, and then I'll work down here, and then I have the center here to like here is the first page. So, another project I am working on. Oh. Let's pull up my largest project. My largest project. This one is Once Upon a Fairy Tale, max color, super sized. Square. And I started up in this corner. I still gotta, I don't know. Searched it, placed it or whatever, but it's still fraying. Let's find the center. Or find where I have progress. I have put more progress in this. I put stitches in here, here, and then I think I kind of filled in this area too. So I'm trying to just like work on this area here and get the part cards done. I know. Every time I work on it, I have a different like way of like, it's massive. it's massive. It's massive, and you know, oh well. I like the process of it. That's another project I've been working on, or I have worked on since. Okay. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Oh, slowly but surely. Okay, we've got a couple. Yes, and I do this where I keep several projects in several bags. Because if not, I would not have enough room to keep all my projects. The next one is Little Princesses. And I wanted to start, I wanted to start in this corner. I ended up starting in this corner because I had oriented it wrong. So anyway, and this is the one think this is the one and the only one I'm doing a 2 over 1/10 stitch. Maybe there's another one. I just wanted to see how it worked out. But I haven't gotten to the confetti part, but I like how quick that it stitches up. So I do have like this page done, and then this one's almost done. And then there's like the lanterns I showed you. Yeah, I mean, this does stitch up real quick because like you're doing half the stitch. But anyway, thought that was fun. So that one I started because I wanted to try 10 stitch to see whether I liked it or not. I still haven't gotten to the confetti, so I don't know. Like in the solid stitching, it's fine, but I don't know if I'll like it in the confetti areas. And then my stocking, I'm doing Ice Princess. Just for curiosity, how many stitches does my stocking have? I think maybe I thought it was 100,000. No, it's 200,000. You know, no big. Like, I thought it was 100,000. No, it's 200,000. I didn't want to do it on white fabric because there's a lot of white stitches, as you could see. So I'm doing it 25 count 1 over 1. A brown belt, a darker brown neutral color. And I have worked on that if I could figure out how to show you. And I have worked on it since I last saw you. So I kind of just going in the diagonal and filling in the blocks as I'm going. And technically this block here is finished. That's just the way the stocking gradually. So it's not technically a full page because how the stocking goes slightly like that. But it's actually starting to look like something. Maybe. Yeah, so that might be a focus. The stockings could be focused after the white dragon, and also the nativity could be a possible focus. Let's get these. Oh, shh. Okay, and then I have mini little monsters. These cute guys. I got quite a bit done on this one. Well, that's where I'm at. It's quite a bit. I mean, this is a mini, so it's not as big. There's not as many pages, so if I did make this a focus, I could get it done fairly quick. Because there's less pages. There's like 15 or 16. I say that like that's a lot. Like, it's still a lot, it's just not as lot as some of these other projects. Just fine. I love seeing them come alive. The next one is Story Keep Halloween Hannah. There's parts like up here, little part in here and here that aren't full coverage, but it's mainly full coverage. And I started up here, so I've gotten like the apple, a little bit this done, and like some of that in. And I'm doing this on African Daisy, Uganda. And I started this because I wanted something to work on something bright and colorful. And I figured since you could see the yellow coming through, and if you didn't, I could always frame it with the yellow showing. So I have worked on this recently, mainly in this like apple part here. But it's slowly coming together because this was one of the pieces to work on this week, and so I did. This is another one that if I had all the colors, I could focus on it and get it done, because there's maybe 30,000 stitches in it, and I did like 40,000 stitches on Lyra this year, and I got her done. So something like this I could definitely get done in a year. So if I wanted to focus on it and get it done, I definitely could, as long as I had all the colors. Okay. What, 2 projects? 3 projects? 3 projects left? 4? We're getting there. Okay, next one. I started this because Beth Ann, Stitching by Twilight, Carla, Craft Addict K, Ozzy, no, not Kiwi Lisa, I don't remember her Flosstube, but this is Quick Stitch Phantom of the Opera. And I have worked on this one recently. I did get the diagonal finished. And that's looking so pretty. There's a bunch of yellows, like, it's looking so good, the detail. Loving it. So that is another one I'm working on. This one is Cancer. This next one is Cancer. By Josephine Wall. And this is actually the next one on my crazy domino effect to do. It would be, I just did the 600, so I would put 700 stitches into this one. I got like a decent start, but 700 stitches will definitely get me further. This is another massive project. Oh, I only have like 500 stitches in this one. But, I mean, it's, I have more stitches in it than the last time you saw it. There we are. So I might, one, so yeah, I'll probably get 2 diagonals done the next time I see you. Yeah, it's just a lot of this like greenery, green stuff. Just fun. And a project bag and grime guard made by Chan. I love her stuff. Like it's black and pink, and the matching key snap grime guard is fabulous. Okay, we gotta talk about the last one. We're gonna talk about the last one. 'Cause I did a thing. But before I talk to you about the last one, I have one more. And this is, oh shoot, I even have, everything's everywhere. The Nativity by Donna Gelsinger. Right over here. All of the things. Okay. And I would say I made some progress since the last time I showed you. I mean, I did get some stitches in today as well. But you're finally getting to see like the wise men. It's gorgeous. And this is on 18 count oatmeal Aida 2/1 because I was still new when I started stitching this. I had started Lyra and then a couple months later I started this. And I was a little bit braver and did 18 and then I went to 25 count after that, but we got some progress. Some progress has been made since the last time. Okay, I think that's all but one. All but one. And if you know my projects and you know me, you probably know which one I'm talking about. This is Santa's Workshop, Thomas Kincaid's Santa's Workshop. And there was an issue with the 0809, essentially. And I started in this corner. And it had a lot of the 09 I already stitched. And I was debating and going back and, oh, no. I was going back and forth on whether or not I should just keep going with the 09, and I played with the colors that she had changed it to, and it looked different. It looked so much different. And at that point, I had already done like 4,000 stitches in this set project. And so I decided before going any further that I was gonna restart it. So I ripped it out in like 2-3 days and I restarted it. You heard me right, I restarted it after ripping out 4,000 stitches. A little bitter, but I'm so much more happy. It was a lot, it didn't look right. But I ripped it out and I'm happy, and I've gotten, I want to say like 200, I've gotten halfway. I've gotten like 2,000 stitches in since the last time. So it's not going to look the same as last time because I had more stitches in, obviously. But I do have about half back, so I have about 2,000 in. So I'm getting close to where I was before. Like, now you can like tell there's a clear difference between the background and the elf, and before it was very, I don't know, it was dark and it was weird. And I tried stitching over it, and I didn't like it, and so I decided to rip it out. So when I get to roughly where I was before, I will do like a comparison of what the colors and whatnot. And this one will also be a big one. When I was debating on what one to do for Christmas one, it was between this one and the Nativity. And I actually happened to get this pattern on sale. The one time only that Thomas Kincaid's patterns went on sale. And I think that's it. I think that's all of them. Yeah. I did my haul. I did a finish. I did my whips and everything, and I think that's it. Hopefully I won't be gone for a month next time, because shoot, I literally worked on a lot of progress. Like, there was maybe 6 or 7 projects I hadn't worked on since the last time I saw you. So let's try and keep it under like 1 or 2 weeks. But yeah, I was gonna do the 1 week, but I had only worked on like 3 or 4 projects, and I was like, that's not enough projects to show you. I need to stitch more. And then for some reason I couldn't do it that week, the next week, and the week after that I wasn't feeling good, and yeah, I just need to do it. But you know, life happens. It's 2020. Anything can happen. But hopefully I won't be as long next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this WIP Parade. And I will for sure do one in another couple months or so. At the end of the year. And I will update you whether or not I've decided to do the no new starts, because I'm thinking about it. I might. We'll see. But until next time, happy crafting, stay positive. Bye.